Welcome to Must See Movies Action Edition. I'm Meghan Conroy. Our first film for review is Spider-Man 2. Let's first watch the trailer.
I believe there's a hero in all of us. Gives us strength, makes us noble. Even though sometimes we have to give up the thing we want the most.
Barker!
Where you been? Looking for you all morning.
You're late.
Always late!
You're fired.
Look at you, Peter. Your grades have been declining. You always appear exhausted.
I know, I'm trying.
So where you been, pal? You don't return my calls.
I've been kind of busy.
Taking pictures of your friend. Spider-Man killed my father.
No matter what I do,
Do you love me or not?
no matter how hard I try,
I want Spider-Man dead.
it's the ones I love who will always be the ones who pay.
I can't keep thinking about you. I'm getting married.
I want a life of my own. I'm Spider-Man. No more.
You look different.
I let things get in the way before. There was something I thought I had to do. I don't have to.
I liked seeing you tonight, Peter.
Now on to the main event.
Octavius is gonna put Oscorp on the map in a way my father never even dreamed of.
Crazy scientist turns himself into some kind of a monster. 4 mechanical arms welded right onto his body.
You take Spider-Man's pictures. Where is he?
It's taking me off your loyalty to Spider-Man and not your best friend.
Bring Spider-Man to me.
How do I find him?
Peter Parker.
Find Spider-Man, or I'll peel the flesh off her bones.
There are bigger things happening here than me and you.
Let's see who's behind the mask.
Reviewing our first film with me today is Nico Manganello from Lasell University. So Nico, what are your initial thoughts on this film?
Well, Megan, this movie's obviously perfect. Spider-Man 2 is one of my all-time favorite movies, and of course, it is a must-see movie.
So what would you say this movie has all the aspects of a Spider-Man movie?
Yes, I think it's perfect from it being in New York City the entire time. Doc Ock is an iconic Spider-Man villain. I think he's awesome in this movie. Him chasing Mary Jane and trying to win her over. The whole beef with Harry trying to sell things over since Harry's father died. All of that. Him trying to help out Aunt May, at the same time him struggling in his own life from the weight of being Spider-Man. Like, it's just perfect.
Yeah. So how would you describe Sam Raimi's directing style for this movie?
So I really love Raimi's directing style. I think he got everything right, and I think the world was truly robbed of him doing a Spider-Man 4, 5, and 6 by Sony Pictures, but his first trilogy, this is the peak of it. The second movie was definitely the peak of it, in my opinion, and I love when he like zooms in on people's eyes. I think it's so cool. Like, the scenes are just really great, and the fight scenes are very well done. We actually had the best Spider-Man fight scene, I think, of all time, with the scene of him and Doc Ock on the train.
Why do you think that is the best fight scene?
Oh, I just think it's a great scene. Maybe it's not even like the fight itself. It's like him holding the train together. It's just such an iconic scene. And then you have everyone passing him over with like the carefully he's a hero thing. And everyone seeing who he is and realizing he's, just a kid. Although he's a little older than a kid, college kid. So a little closer to adult, but realizing like how young he is and that he's someone that's like sacrificing for the greater good.
How would you describe the ending?
The ending, I think, is really awesome, to be honest with you, because, we finally get Mary Jane finding out that, Spider-Man is Peter Parker, and that she ends up choosing him over getting married to J. Jonah Jameson's son. She picks Spider-Man instead of Peter Parker, and then we get the perfect build-up into Harry becoming the Green Goblin for the next movie.
All right, here are scores for the first movie of today's program. Nico gave it a 10, I gave it a 7.
I'm insulted by that 7.
Well, I don't know. We've had discussions like this multiple times. I like all the Spider-Man movies, I just wouldn't say it's my favorite. So thank you, Nico, for joining me. I enjoyed your company.
Thanks for having me.
And we will be right back with more must-see movies right after this. Some people may not be able to get out on the slopes as easily as others. That is where adaptive sports at Mount Snow comes in. ASMS started over 20 years ago as a 501c3 nonprofit organization. Since they were founded over 20 years ago, their mission has been to get kids out on the mountains. Many younger people with disabilities often miss out on the many social benefits of peer experiences, as well as being able to ski or snowboard independently and get them out with their families. With our volunteers, they have experiences such as skiing, snowboarding, hiking, and many, many others. To volunteer, donate, or find out more information about our amazing program, go to adaptiveatsnow.org. Again, adaptiveatsnow.org, or email info@adaptivesnow.org. We all know that one commercial that comes on in the middle of a good TV show, and all you hear is "In the Arms of an Angel." For those who have watched this ad, you most likely read that line in the voice of Sarah McLachlan. In the back of your mind, you are picturing the animals lying behind their closed kennel cages, staring into your soul with nothing but sad faces and cute puppy dog eyes, reflecting the deep message of how one can make a difference by donating and fundraising. As a member or one-time subscriber, you can help ASPCA put a stop to animal cruelty. By providing animals with medical care and behavioral rehabilitation, we can rescue 4.1 million shelter animals each year, none of which would be possible without compassionate people like you. ASPCA has prided its 157 years of deep-rooted history in animal rescue, animal placement, and animal protection. This is your chance to visit aspca.org to make their voices be heard. Welcome back to Must See Movies Action Edition. I'm Meghan Conroy. Our second review is for the movie Tron Legacy. Let's take a look at the trailer.
I promised you that if I ever got any information about your dad, I'd tell you first, right? I was paged last night. Came from your dad's office at the arcade. So? The number's been disconnected for 20 years. 2 nights before he disappeared, he came to my house. He said he was about to change everything. Science, medicine, religion. He wouldn't have left that, Sam. He wouldn't have left you.
Alan, you're acting like I'm gonna find him sitting there working. Just, hey, kiddo, lost track of time.
Wouldn't that be something?
Our guest for our second film review is Neve McEwen from Lasell University. So Neve, what were your initial thoughts on this movie?
I loved it. That's the best way to put it. A lot of action, a lot of sci-fi involved, especially all those effects.
Yeah, especially since this movie came out in 2010.
Absolutely. Like, you see, like, well, they have a similar movie now, Ready Player One, but, like, you know, you see those effects and then, like, compare 2010s, and that is way too, like, early for the time, I guess.
Yeah. So, for those who haven't seen it, what is this movie about?
Basically, it's about, the main character is Sam Flynn, and his father is missing. His father is the video game creator and arcade creator of Tron, and he went to go find him, see where he went, and he ended up in a different universe when he booted up the game because he was trespassing in the arcade. And one thing led to the other, and then he ended up in the Tron. And that's basically without giving any spoilers, that's basically the sum of it.
Yeah. So who would you say is one of your favorite characters from this movie?
Definitely Sam, because he's very energetic, very passionate about finding his dad and all the adventures he went on. And especially with the motorcycle scene, that doesn't really give away spoilers, really. But yeah, he's definitely one of my favorite characters.
Would you, if you ever got sucked into the universe, would you like to live in the Tron universe?
Probably not, honestly, because, like, of course there's a few battle scenes and I would be really, really stressed.
I would be too, I don't blame you. What did you feel like was the dynamic between Sam and the girl played by Olivia Wilde in the movie?
They had a complicated relationship at first, but over time she becomes like his mentor and shows him the ropes of the Tron universe.
Yeah. So what made you discover this movie?
I saw it because my dad showed it when I was a kid, and I didn't know about it. It was probably, especially my first my PG-13 movie I ever saw. And over time, I became to love it. I was so obsessed with Tron as a kid.
How does it make it different than other typical Disney movies?
A lot of typical Disney movies is like princesses and like animation. This movie is very different because it is a remake, of course. So, and of course, there's a lot more action packed in it versus other Disney movies. I guess. Well, now we have the Marvel stuff, but like, you know, yeah.
All right, here are our final scores for this segment's movie. Neve gave it a 10, I gave it an 8. Neve, thanks for stopping by and reviewing this movie with me. I enjoyed your company.
Of course.
Stick around and we'll be right back after the short break. Video games have the power to bring people together, and through that power, many opportunities appear. Extra Life is a program of Children's Miracle Network hospitals that allows gamers to play games to earn money for kids. With over 50,000 participants since its inception in 2008, Extra Lifers from across the globe have raised more than $100 million for local member children's hospitals. Money raised through Extra Life supports member children's hospitals in ways such as funding critical treatments or pediatric medical equipment, making sure that hospitals can provide charitable care to those in need, and specialized services not covered by insurance. These gamers are people just like you who want to help their communities through something they love. And just like them, you too can game to support Children's Miracle Network hospitals by visiting extra-life.org today. The names Kobe and Gigi Bryant are really well known all around the NBA and in the sports world in general. Kobe and Gigi were in a tragic helicopter accident back in 2020. In honor of their memory, the family has created the Mamba and Mambacita Sports Foundation. The Mamba and Mambacita Sports Foundation is a nonprofit organization that is dedicated to creating a positive impact for underserved athletes. The foundation provides funding and sports programming for the underserved athletes to enable participation in school and/or league sports. Kobe and Gigi's vision was to create a world where young boys and girls had equal opportunities to pursue their dreams. To donate today, go to www.mambaandmambacita.org to support Kobe and Gigi in their vision and to make a difference. See, was that so hard? It's okay. We often forget the earth is our home. But why doesn't everyone treat it with the love and care it deserves? like your own home. We must protect the earth by keeping it clean and safe. We've been taught to recycle, but how often do we actually do our share? A study shown that in 2018, the U.S. recycling percentage falls short when compared to fellow countries. Ranking 25 out of 32, the recycling rate comes to a standstill, although recycling paper and plastic is one step closer to a happier and healthier home. What more can we do? What more can we do today to make a better tomorrow? Check out Massrecycle at www.massrecycle.org. With a mission to improve waste disposal and bettering recycling, you can be the reason change happens. You're watching Must See Movies Action Edition. I'm Meghan Conroy. Our third review is for the movie Everything, Everywhere, All at Once. Let's review the movie's trailer.
Mrs. Wang. Mrs. Wang. Mrs. Wang, are you with us?
I am paying attention.
Now, you may only see a pile of receipts, but I see a story. I can see where this story is going. It does not look good.
What's happening?
I'm not your husband. I'm another version of him from another universe. I'm here because we need your help.
Very busy today. No time to help you.
Across the multiverse, I've seen thousands of Evelyns. You can access all of their memories, their emotions, even their skills. There's a great evil spreading throughout the many verses. And you may be your only chance of stopping it.
Don't make me fight you. I am really good.
I don't believe you.
Wow, that was really good.
He's waiting in the wings.
The universe
He speaks of senseless things.
is so much bigger
Script is you and me.
than you realize.
Of all the places I could be, I just wanted to share with you.
Remember our mission. Consider the fate of every single world of our infinite multiverse.
There is no way I am the Evelyn you are looking for.
Every rejection, every disappointment has led you here. To this moment. Don't let anything distract you from it.
Reviewing our third film with me today is Alec from Lasell University. So Alec, what were your initial thoughts on this movie?
I really liked it. I'm a big fan of, I feel like, abstract things in general where you have to really kind of take meaning for yourself. It isn't directly given to you. So I was really taken away by it.
So without giving away what happens in the movie, can you give us a summary of what happens?
Yeah, so it's about Evelyn Wang, a laundromat owner who is having financial trouble when she gets, her consciousness gets split across the multiverse, and she has to stop her daughter, who has power, and threatens the end of the multiverse.
So are you into these types of movies? Like, do you typically like movies that go into all different sorts of aspects?
Yeah, I do like that that this movie is very sci-fi and wacky at times, I guess. But it does also have a lot of grounded reality-based moments that are relatable despite how intense things get.
This movie was nominated for a lot of Oscars this year. Do you think it was deserved for the amount of Oscars that it won?
Yeah, it definitely has a lot going for it. But yeah, it did get a lot of, I feel like, undeserved hate from people who didn't necessarily look into it and only observed things on a surface level, where on that case you might not be able to really understand the deeper message.
Oh. And what is the deeper message?
It's about a mother's connection to her daughter.
Yeah. And here are our final scores for the last film of today's broadcast. Alec gave it a 9, I gave it an 8. Thank you, Alec, for joining me. I very much enjoyed your company. And you can catch us with more must-see movies. See you next time. A hot meal can be a powerful thing. Everyone deserves access to food, even if they cannot provide for themselves. Many seniors do not have access to or the ability to prepare meals on their own. That is where Meals on Wheels comes in. The mission of Massachusetts Meals on Wheels is to provide nutritionally balanced meals across the Commonwealth to seniors, their dependents, and those with disabilities. Along with meals, they provide nutrition, education, counseling, social engagement opportunities, and safety checks. Meals on Wheels volunteers bring healthy meals to seniors inside of the community centers and other gathering places. For those who have trouble getting around, meals will be delivered straight to them. These programs provide food for various situations with both medically tailored and culturally appropriate meals. Massachusetts Meals on Wheels serves 30,000 meals per day and 9.1 million seniors per year. If you wish to get involved, go to massmealsonwheels.org to find out how you can help. An estimated 1 in 79 women will develop ovarian cancer in their lifetime. Ovations for the Cure was founded by Patricia Franchi Flaherty after she received her second diagnosis in 2006. She created an organization with the sole purpose of raising awareness, funds, and support for women fighting this cancer. Ovations has hosted many successful events over the years, including the Stuart Weitzman Fashion Show, now an annual tradition for 5 years running. It has raised over $250,000 each year. Ovations has dedicated over $1.5 million to ovarian cancer research and treatment programs since its founding. By participating in Ovations program or supporting their cause, you too can help provide hope and awareness for the over 22,000 women who are diagnosed with ovarian cancer each year. The Revere Beach Partnership is a 501c3 nonprofit organization. Established in 2001, its mission is to preserve and enhance America's first public beach for the enjoyment of all. The partnership hosts many events such as the Kite Festival, the Revere Beach Summer Music Series, the Art Festival, the Pumpkin Dash, and their most famous event, the International Sand Sculpting Festival. The festival takes place over a 4-day span and features 15 world-renowned sand sculptors. If you enjoy being able to use public beaches and attending these events, the Revere Beach Partnership kindly asks that you consider donating. To donate and learn more, you can go to www.reverebeachpartnership.com. Your donation will help ensure that the beautiful Revere Beach experience remains open to all. Thank you.